Hello and good morning. Welcome. Welcome to Mobile World Capital and welcome also to those following us in the streaming. Welcome to the second day of the Mobile World Conference with one of the most important presentations for us all and also for the sector. We're going to prove the high capacities of the 5G technology through iSports and gaming. And we're going to be showing the high potential of such technology hand in hand between Telefónica and MediaPro in a competition between League of Nations. Why have we chosen to broadcast all this technological 5G potential through gaming? Well, it's a very simple answer. The gaming business or the gaming industry is one of the most powerful ones ever today in the world. There are more than 3 billion gamers, and of course this has an economic impact. In our country in 2020, the turnover in the gaming industry reached an incredible amount, 18% more than in 2020. So the sector has very specific needs, and today we're going to try and respond to such needs. Speed is key. Broadband, network capacity are key, and latency, which is extremely low, low, needs to be very low, yeah. And what is latency? Latency is the command we give the machine and the time it takes between we give an order and the order is implemented. This allows us to obtain much more attractive gaming experiences and better interaction between machines.
Y Jordi Soler. Muchísimas gracias por acompañarnos.
Thank you very much for being here, Eduard Martin. Hello and good morning, one and all, and thank you very much for being here. I believe we're going to be having fun this morning. Oh, the sound is not going through.
Bueno, pues desde Telefónica lo que queremos también.
So what 5G is the cutting-edge technology that will contribute to a radical change. And through gaming, 5G brings hand-in-hand amazing capabilities, and I would like to insist on them because they really go well with gamers. That's what gamers need, right? Quick downloads, very fast downloads, low latency, and what 5G networks provide, well, they have a key feature, which is making sure that the latency, the network latency, is limited to 1 millisecond. We're not yet there, but we are getting there, and we're gonna show you now that a commercial 5G network, which is work in progress, that has already been deployed but is still to be improved, one can have an amazing gaming experience in mobility anywhere. In Telefónica, we have deployed here in Fira de Barcelona and in different gaming spots, because in fact 80% of the Spanish population has access to our 5G network. We have broadband everywhere in Spain. A week and a half ago, we have also launched our 700 network that allows us to connect more and more users to better signal. And signal penetrates better buildings and gets... we have launched the 700 here also to cover the fair and its surroundings in Barcelona and in other areas of Spain. Also, we are turning it on, the 700 network, that is, because we have received the permits recently. And I believe that we are going to have a very real environment in this gaming experience, be it here or from home or when they are on the move. So this is going to change the way we play. Probably games will also evolve accordingly. Gamification will get far. It will get to health sectors, education, gamified contents, because these are experiences that will be able to be implemented through smartphones, and they will be, of course, accessorized with augmented reality, virtual reality. So we'll have an incredible theater thanks to these very simple yet important capabilities of our 5G network. I also wanted to share with you that Telefónica is clear about its bet for gaming. We are already commercializing through a partnership with Microsoft to commercialize Xbox Game Passes. We have an offer of more than 100 games with an extra 20 gigas to ensure mobility gaming connected to 4G or 5G. This is all granted for all our customers. And at home, we know how important it is for consoles to work well while connected to the home network. We offer the Gaming On service to prioritize gaming traffic within our homes' Wi-Fi network. So we know the sector. We are working hard for it for a long time now, and we believe it has an amazing future that we cannot even imagine today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Fernandez. And we're going to hand it over to Jordi Ferrer, CEO of the Professional League of Video Games. So, the floor is yours. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. Thank you very much, Eduard and Carlos, for bringing society closer to technology, and the business. Thanks, Mercedes, for deploying 5G. Thanks to Riot and Microsoft that have allowed us to see what we're going to be seeing today. Edward has referred to it. We are putting together all the different items to make things real. There's nothing fake here. We are getting into a change of paradigm. I'm going to tell you a little bit more who we are. We are a Media Pro company that organizes iSports tournaments. You might be asking yourself, what are iSports? Well, we're speaking about video game competitions. Not all video games can become iSports, but just let me give you an example. You might be playing a video game at home, but the important thing is that all players are connected and competing. In this sense, we have developed competitions at the amateur level, professional and semi-professional level. Not only here in Spain, we are one of the main operators at the globe level, and we are leaders in the Hispanic world. So we are proud to organize the largest competitions at the national level, the Super League, the League of Legends, which today is a reference at the global level. We have amazing teams competing in our leagues. This year we have Piqué's team. Probably you've heard of it. We have Barcelona Football Club and the traditional ones, such as the Giants and the Riders. I invite you to follow the league. As you will see, this is a change of paradigm. You might think, wow, I don't have a clue about what's going on. It's super fun. You'll see it. And the most important thing is that today this is a reality. In our league, we have competition days, in weekdays, in weekends, with more than 200 connected users that they add network capabilities. We have teams playing from home, and we have 200,000 viewers connected from home who will be having access to the competition through their fiber networks or 5G networks. And they really enjoy these competitions. It's a reality. Gaming is here, and gaming will prevail. It's developing. I mean, we need to better understand it so that we better grasp how people are using it. It's very important to focus on 5G. 5G is a change of paradigm in the gaming industry, because within this industry, 50% of video games and online game competitions, 5G covers 50% of all the gaming customers. With 5G, the market share will be even bigger because we're throwing down barriers. Latencies, as it has been said before, are one of the main problems. If players do not play in equal foot, we have a problem. When we organize a world competition, players are distributed around the world, and if they cannot play in equal foot, there are imbalances, and 5G is going to help us find the right balance. Spain, Latin America, with a low penetration of fiber compared to Spain, 5G is going to help a great deal. Users are going to be better connected. They will enjoy their entertainment time, and the sector will keep developing. So it's a positive loop, especially considering what I have seen here today. It's the first time we launch a real-time competition, adding up all the pieces, so it's spectacular. I believe we can start thinking about launching 5G-based competitions, which had not been possible up to date. So it's a change of paradigm. I invite you to have a look and enjoy the show. Thank you very much to the three of you. We'll open now for a short Q&A session. Not yet? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to open for a short Q&A session. If you would like to ask any question, we'll be thrilled to answer it. Oh, we have a question here. Mark. Hello and good morning. I would like to ask you the following. For normal users, not necessarily gamers, how is this technology going to improve their everyday life? Well, users, thanks to 5G, will improve many of the services they use, not only gaming services, right? We are launching many applications, many health applications. We're working, for example, with patients in their rehabilitation process. When they have an accident or a problem and they have to do a rehabilitation, instead of having to go to the hospital, they will be able to do their rehab through a game. We're working with multiple sclerosis patients that have to go to a rehab session every day, so they will avoid having to travel all the way down to the hospital. Gaming, well, treatments are very boring, so it's very interesting to make rehabilitation more fun. Or we're seeing, for example, applications in the area of education. It's very important to bring education everywhere, immersive education based on virtual reality, where students will have access to face-to-face lessons, online lessons, video lessons, in a very interactive manner, with an interaction between students, professors, teachers, not to speak about the metaverse, which is going to be improved by 5G networks capacities to manage heavy traffic contents. Also for entertainment, 5G will give users access to soccer matches, basketball matches in a sort of priority role, all in real time. All this thanks to the low latency. I could give you 100 of examples of solutions that we are working on, and of course, little by little, because it takes time, they will start being launched to the market and change our life. Mercedes, if you allow me, I would like to add the following. Remote working, well, we have all suffered remote working in positions in the COVID-19 context, but of course, 5G will improve remote working capabilities, and it will allow us also to decentralize the economy towards rural environments. And of course, we'll work with more quality, and as a result of that, there will be new forms of interaction at the work. And I believe we'll be able to work while we walk, not necessarily sitting down on a chair. And I believe this will be extremely useful. Mayor, I can imagine the Thursday market connected to 5G with no need of infrastructures, which sometimes are very expensive for city councils, aren't they? Just to give you a real-life example. I have another question. You said that 5G will allow to play all around the world in equal foot. But there's no 5G all around the world. I don't know if you have statistics about 5G deployment. Well, equal conditions for all, of course, is going to be difficult. But conditions, I mean, .5G is available in a wide geographical span, and things will improve little by little, because 5G is not one single thing. 5G is an entire new network. It's like, well, if 5G didn't exist, then we had to set up a new network, a network which is a world-class standard. And everything you do here, you will be able to do it in other countries as far as the network is deployed in other countries, and that's how mobile networks work. And of course, the network needs to improve. I spoke about 2, but we still have the 26 network, and of course, this has not been yet launched. And it's based in different stages, the standalone, the non-standalone. Just for you to tell you that things will keep evolving in the next 2 to 3 years. We'll see better theaters in our networks, and coverage will expand. We have important commitments. Telefónica is committed to expand 5G coverage very quickly in the next 2 years. That's what we want to do. And not only in big cities or in small municipalities. There are very small municipalities or towns with 5G deployment. Tiny, tiny villages with 5G. We are committed to deploying 5G. We know how important it is. We have agreed that with the government, and also roads. We're going to be deploying coverage, 5G coverage in roads. What we want here in Spain is to make sure that Spain is a referent. It is already a referent when it comes to fiber. We want it to be a milestone also for 5G to ensure users' mobility. The sooner, the better. Any other question? Okay, thank you very much. As you have been able to see, 5G is a horizontal technology that goes beyond one single sector. It penetrates education, health, transport, and we're going to see how it evolves over time. The speed at which technology changes is incredible. Sometimes it's even difficult to predict. So thank you very much to the three of you. Mobile World Capital, Telefónica, and Media Pro. Thanks for the gaming arena. And now we're going to hand it over to the person who really masters gaming. We're going to speak. Well, let's give the experts a hand.
Si yo el técnico no soy. Pero bueno.
Yo quería hacerte una gran presentación, ¿vale?
I wanted to introduce you greatly. I wanted to introduce you. He is the caster of the gaming arena, so I asked Nika. I wanted to give a more powerful reference, and I decided to introduce Nika in a different way. He is the captain, boss of the Invocator. It is not the best game I'm good at, but it is one of the games I play with. So I'm going to call you Queen Lopez, or Queen Taylor Lopez. So Elizabeth Taylor, it's my parents told me that my name is Elizabeth after Elizabeth Taylor. So the Queen, a queen for her. A big round of applause to her. Well, I give you the floor and I give you the joystick. Okay, great. We use the telephone, we use the smartphone. There is no joystick. So first of all, thank you very much for making this possible. And we have Telefónica, the Mobile World Congress, and the Media Pro, and making this possible. So all technologies are evolving, and we are going to make magic. We're going to see magic here. We have 3 experiences in our stand, and you can all participate. We have a championship in the trial challenge, and with awards like NFTs. If you don't like races, you can try the Game Pass games in the X box like Elades or Rhodes, and they are wonderful games. And how can we do this with a smartphone? Thanks to 5G. This is the foundation of all this structure. This gaming cloud, the game in the cloud. So you can use the smartphone as it were a very powerful console, a very powerful computer, using this download and the low latency. So you can all test there, and you are going to use a smartphone using some graphs. And now we have the competition part, the esports, the electronic sports. What's an electronic sport? It's the same as we see in a traditional sport. But basically, it's a competition of 5 against 5 with a specific goal, and they fight to see who's going to win. And there are a lot of competitions already, and all these that requires a very important network, giving this low latency so that the competitors can compete. We are going to do it in 4 different localizations. So with 5G, we will be able to do this type of events in any type of situation. And I can imagine, for example, at the top of Mount Everest, it would be very cold, but in very complicated places where it's not easy to get. It's like a science fiction place. And imagine, so everything is going to be done thanks to 5G in Telefónica. And remember the help of the patrons that are helping us. And here we all belong to this idea. We are all comics. We know each other by this word, by this name, comics. On the blue team, we have in a jacket, and Jackie, the queen, the king, Bronza, and we have the manager of the Wild Rift team, and what are they going to play at? Because it's important to know the game. Which is the sport are going to play? The Wild Rift tournament, 5G for Wild Rift camp. And it's going to be an interesting match. And it is the smartphone version of the League of Legends. And this is the manager of the different teams. So it is a very experienced gamer. We have Thipopa. She is a streamer player of role playing. She interprets characters, and she is specialized in all this. And they were in a eBay competition not long ago with Lobato as a commentator. And I hope that the Grieta del Invocador works. And we have also Susana and Asilithur, and with a very beautiful voice. And then the red team, Manu Tenute. And he is very tall, very big, from Giant Gaming. He's going to lead the red team. It is called the manager of Twist. If you've seen the game of the squid, you will understand what this means. And then we have someone else, Araceli, and she is a champion in Grieta del Invocador, and we also have a transformed player. And he says that he was a player in League of Legends, and now he does a real-time broadcast. And he is coming from this world of broadcasting. And then we have Rocky, and there is going to be a boxing evening, and she is going to participate. Her name is Paracetamol, and we also have Rafa Escriba from Lleida. And you have all of them here. So these are going to be the players. And now it is the time to connect with all the different headquarters, because we are going to be in 4 different places. So we have Silithur and Paracetamol. Do you hear me? You can say hello if you want. Are you gonna sing? Because you have a wonderful voice. I don't know. I don't know, because I'm not here to sing. But if we win, maybe we do it. And then Paracetamol, dear friend, colleague, what are you gonna do if you win? You are now a professional in boxing. No, I'm not hitting anybody. Have you trained with Wild Reef? Yes. I've practiced a lot. I haven't used a lot the smartphone, but I don't know if I should win, because maybe she's gonna hit me if I win, so maybe I should lose. We are connecting with Madrid, and we are in the Movistar Sports Center in Matadero Center in Madrid. So, well, good luck to you all, and have fun. And now we are going to connect with Cambra de Lleida. And he is a player of the holy sport. And then Rafa Escriba, you are well prepared for the competition, aren't you? Yes. Yes, I can hear you. Yes. I've had a lot of fun, and it's been hard, but I'm really well prepared. But the goal is to have fun in any case. Well, thank you very much. And now we are going to move to the stand in Telefónica with Guillermo Marin, responsible of esports and gaming. They have the perfect stand there. Greetings. I invite you to go visit it. So whenever you want, very well accompanied. Yes, thank you very much, Neka. We welcome you in the stand here in Telefónica, and we want to see all these, and we want to invite everybody. And we're going to talk about technology, the Internet of Things, and also we are going to learn a lot. We are doing this event with MediaPro and the World Mobile Congress. This allows us to do something spectacular. And in 5G, as Mercedes said, we have a coverage, 80% of the territory that is going to revolutionize the connectivity, and it's going to allow us to have a better connectivity and a better download and latency. And this will allow us to go out and also the gaming, the entertainment that is breaking all the barriers and is even more important than the industry. And as the CEO of Netflix said, it is show that is even more important. So we have Kitty and Susanna. They are the ones who are going to play, and they're going to show us, and let's see who wins. So come on, a bet. I'm very competitive, and Susanna is not going to win me. I'm sorry, Susanna. I have practiced a lot, and I'm very well prepared, to destroy you, red team. Well, I'm gonna try and do it, and I'm gonna try and do my best. And we are going to compete. Well, thank you very much. I see a lot of courage, and then you want to have fun and compete. And we have a splendid audience, and we need some commentators to give voice to this event. But I wanted to remind you of something. I was talking about magic, and in many other events, normally I am the older. And here, we can talk about things about the Fight Club with Brad Pitt. Do you remember when modems talked like R2P2 and then the connection broke? And so all this has changed a lot, and it's incredible. We will be able to start playing, and we've talked about all the applications in 5G, and the stand where we are, where you can see the meaning of using this quality. For example, it is spectacular to see Elades, which is a very beautiful game with an amazing visual and with the hardware of a smartphone. And thanks to the 5G and the download speed, we can play wherever we want. So we are talking about remote working, and with 5G, we will be able to live and wherever we want. So here, we are going to listen to the commentators, and we need to break our central figure here, and we have Siki Ketsure and Daimel de los It's Pop. I suppose you know them. A big round of applause for them. Oh, we are here. I am Siki Kitsune. It's a pleasure to be here. Welcome to you all. We are commentators of esports, and we have Duarte Amarillo. Are you ready? Of course. Really? And this game that we know a lot, that with these big commentators. So it is a pleasure to be here in such an important moment. and also that allows us to play wherever we want. We are going to see this growth also, and it is very important to give an answer and do things very fast in order to compete at the same level. And I always give you the same example. When you start, if I don't receive all the information, then I don't get there. So it is the same, and this is what's going to allow us to compete at the same level and with the same conditions. And then what's this League of Legends and Wild Rift? League of Legends is like football, and the Wild Rift is like the small football, right? And it's I mean small football that you can play it with a smartphone. It's like an indoor football or something like this. And having said so, it's 5 players against 5 players, and we have different positions that can be adapted to the traditional sport. So it is easy to do this type of parallelisms, and the complexity of all this, and it is also this idea of being very competitive. You can be very competitive because there are international competitions, and we also have some representatives. And in this case, I think it's going good to be talking with some players that are very good at this game, and we have NECA as well. 5 players, and with our champion. Each one is a champion, and maybe some of you have seen the Arcan series. It is one of the protagonists of this animation show, so maybe you know it in this world, in this universe that is moving forward. And in the end, this is like football, so it's not only the players, it's not only the match, the game itself, but what's behind. The people behind are the people who follow, and also it's the same, and this is what we are trying to do. We are one of the industries with a great potential, and this is what we are doing. And I suppose you all know the Chiringuito, and this exists in the League of Legends. And also everything related to the pandemic, and people cannot leave their homes, and when a football match cannot take place, and we see that it doesn't have an impact in remote gaming. And this is what our colleague said. With your laptop, with your computer, you can do this competition, and it is a great advantage, we are saying. And it is not only the League of Legends, it is also playing with cards and chess. We can play any games. It is not only action games. We have shootage and other disciplines like Fortnite, because in the end, the goal is to have fun. and having new possibilities. And today we're going to show you just one. And they are now competing, 5 people competing. It is not one person to the machine, against the machine, no. People like to win, though. And it is something very important to win, and this is what makes you feel satisfied, this feeling of fulfillment, so to say. And practicing their skills, and also analyzing the matches, double checking the mistakes with their coaches, with their trainers. Round of applause for the 10 people who are now playing. It is one of the novelties. You can play in Bernabeu Stadium, in Mestalla Stadium. In the virtual world, this is possible from different places. This is one of the main advantages vis-a-vis the traditional competitions. We can see now the match, blue side, red side, Team Manute and Team Jackie. And then in the end, here you can see how it goes. The Wild Rift and the League of Legends is a very similar functioning. On the top, you can see the map. And some of the champions, Darius, for example, in this Wild Rift that is used a lot. And every champion has a specific skills. They do things completely different. And then this is what Susanna just made. These flashes. You can decide where to do it and when to do it. And so there is here one kill that allows you to have gold, so to say. Here Navaja is very active. And I think we will be able to do it. Paracetamol, double kill for the blue team. And it has been Lady Popes and Ari died. We don't know how, but another kill for Team Jackie. They are winning. 10.5 means gold. You can obtain more gold. And with this gold, you can get better items and better components, better shields that allow you to have a better resistance. And then when you have the skills, you are stronger. And then you can buy other complements. And then little by little, you start doing some compliments and having many more things. And in the end, this is the goal. And it's enough. No matter if you are playing or not, you just throw the goals. And you need to destroy the headquarters of the other team, and this is maybe more complex, and we see that at the top lane and the League of Legends with the names changing, and Darius facing Mindfeeder, And also creating this content. The League of Legends for PC, and it has been... He has been teaching this game to many people. And he has learned a lot, and many of the players who are here from the League of Legends and the Wild Rift have been playing this content. Rafa Escrivá, for example. After this tournament against Moleculas, and he got his place, and now he's here with the 9 influencers and showing the skills. And also Unrakan. And in the end, there are all sorts of champions, and each one has to fulfill a functionality. And in this case, in order to be the one who starts these fights, and also the rest of the team can give the support. So there has been another kill here. Navaja cannot do it. It's going to be a double kill. And also, what's happening? And 3,000 difference in goals, and they will be able to face each other, and who's going to be stronger. There's a snowball effect. If I can be better than you, I can buy more gold, and then the next time I'm going to have this advantage. So this is important to verify which team has more advantages, because now the Manute team is the favorite.
So, yeah, he was telling that through social networks. Imanute attacks again. He's been extremely competitive. Competition manager, we could even call him. Well, oftentimes when you're injured, if you have to go back to the base to get healed, it's tricky. Susanna is completely surrounded, and she's gonna have trouble leaving this area. So she's gonna probably be killed by Paracetamorte, while Navaja is performing many neutralizations that will probably get him to the gold, which is extremely important, even more than your own death. That's what strategy is about, isn't it? Sometimes it's about 1 against 1, trying to kill the rival. But of course, this game has a strategic component that imposes taking difficult decisions. Triumphal entry, Navaja falls, and Diana, who is not doing her best game. Well, we know that Navaja is extremely competitive. He goes to the extreme when it comes to competing. Europe winners competing in the World Game Championship. He's not a gamer, but he's today's Europe champion of this video game. So we have the pleasure to count with someone with a great deal of experience. Look at Tony. He's careful, because here Lacey Bubba is going to have to escape. She is receiving a great deal of attention from the rival team. There's no doubt that she is being punished. They're going to go chase her if she plays as smart as. Well, perhaps the team is rather clear. Look at people's reactions. Kitty was saying, "Oh my gosh, that's a problem," and that's... Oh, look, There's even Mbaith, the whole player. 5G is key. 5G is the gaming future, especially the mobile gaming future. You can play anywhere while you are in the tube, in the underground, for half an hour. The average gaming time here is half an hour, so probably. That's what the whole thing is about, isn't it? And of course, we're going to be traveling a lot if events go back, right? So here we are. Dragoons are improving a little bit in their statistics. I'm going to be careful here because the first kill, Jack, well, this has been perfectly positioned. Navaja can follow the same path. They need to escape, not to die. Navaja knows that they need to respect the team to avoid being killed. Torreta. The team has an important advantage, and Susana has to leave the area. And the team is invading the area. And from here on, things look simple, and the snowball effect is becoming more of a reality. They're going to have difficulties when it comes to surviving these actions. They need to stay close to the base. Yaki's team, they keep fighting. Wow. Kitty under the tower. What's going on here? A good play might bring you back to the beginning, but be careful because this can be, well, they are gonna be... He falls against a difficult situation. Good escape. Black Ali cannot continue with the action. Careful because they have a killer. You have a killer before you. Susana, be careful. She could kill you. And finally, she escapes. Perfect. Interesting skill. No problem. Susana is recovering all her skills, so she can chill now. Jackie is... Well, in any case, they have gathered quite a lot of gold. So be careful because here... Be careful because this might be an alley. And Jackie, who's going to be the next one. 10Ks ahead. They're going to try and escape. He was alone. Don't leave your friends alone, ever. You need to help your friends in good and bad times. And Navaja is completely alone. I was like, oh, we got it. Let's get one more extra cleared off gold. Well, things are not looking well. This crazy animal, this purple back. Well, here the initiation can be quite incredible. Wow, 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 it's gonna fall. And this is gonna be rather positive for Yaki's team. 2 kill mass for the team who is trying to resist. At the end of the day, in the map, there are so many objectives, though, aren't they? Kills, torretas. What if you keep 2 deaths? I'll keep the central tower. Well, it's all about resources allocation. Jackie's team is gonna Lazy Papa, who is gonna be the next one to fall. It's gonna be a total. What if you attack me here? $13 minutes. Other objectives. Torretas are in a second line. We counted on the presence of a communicator. Navaja will have to step back. Rafa Escrivá. Careful, 2 against 2. This can be tricky. Actually, he's gonna get in. Don't leave him alone. He's always alone. Don't leave Navaja alone. Kiri is happy. They're gonna try and defend Lazy Popa. Look at the torretas, the line, defensive line. They are penetrating your home and eating your food. Be careful with Jackie. Jackie's living slow. Premor. This is perfect. Paracetamol. Hitting hard. Jackie will. Well, Navaja takes a kill. This is going to be a double point for Diana. This is incredible. She's alone. She's in the fog. She tries to escape, and she does. Like a snake, but Navaja finds him. Here's a Q. We'll see what happens in this 1 against 1. Killer against killer. This is perfect. And killing spree. Turning things upside down. Team Jackie. It's going to be difficult for them. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them indeed. But a tiny victory can outlive them sometimes. A good game means that you can make it. We've seen incredible upliftings here. So, Manute getting closer. 3 members of Jackie's team. Perhaps it was not the best possible idea to penetrate this area. So she's going to have to respect the environment. She's killing all the camps, but now perhaps he's getting in a difficult situation. Diana, ultimate. Difficult to leave this area. You should not have penetrated this area. And of course, if you come to my place, I'm going to defend myself. Well, he entered the enemy's territory himself. Incredible. So Manute's team is looking at the objective. Incredible, perfect. This is amazing. 3 kills for the team. 50 seconds left to go back. And to go back to the torreta, they want to keep pushing up. They want to try and keep the second tower, inhibitor tower, but they have no minions, so they will have to withdraw. This might be the perfect time for a withdrawal. Trying to keep this base on foot. No vision for Jackie's team in this area, so if someone pops up, might be chased. Total control, and look at this. Look at this long line of minions that are gonna be defended by Yaki's team. They are in a difficult situation, Navaja, Nasha, but it seems like Team Manute, it seems like they have decided it was not the right time. If the boss so says, I'm gonna respect it. La Pompa, Navaja. First tower in the central avenue, the third line. For them, they will have to reborn. They're gonna try it. 3 seconds for Kitty. Incredible comeback. Victory for Team Jackie. This is what the competition is about, right? It's been amazing. Amazing combination between Jackie and the specialist, the expert Navaja, who has shown his face. A play in which your rival is, well, you keep a shy death. This shy death becomes two. You have no rival. It's all about going up front and you keep the game and you win the game. That's the nice part about the game, the total tension environment. One mistake can end up condemning you. That's what has happened. And, well, the combination has not been, well, it has been spectacular. Incredible alignment between the players for a team that was about to lose. Indeed, we spoke about the snowball effect. Oh, hello, are you still there? Amazing, perfect. Okay, we're gonna leave it here. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for coming. And we're gonna hand it over to Ferran Neca. Thank you very much. What a great deal of emotion, incredible comeback, epic comeback. You've seen a proof about 5G gaming. Am I speaking towards my camera? Hi, mommy. I'm doing fine, just in case you're looking at me. Emotion to the last minute. A game that was meant to be short. Well, so you've seen how I loved the realization. It's been incredible. Latency has been minimal, and the competition I'm gonna ask you something. did you really believe that you had any chance of winning the match? Well, we had someone. They didn't trust La Roca, and La Roca killed them all. Yeah, I'll ask him, Lathi. La Grieta is much better. How did it work in your cell phone? Perfectly. It was perfect. Super good flow. And I think I'm gonna like it, indeed. And the hero of the day, Navaja. You were clear about it, right? You said, okay, give me some time that I'm gonna lift you up. I'm gonna grant you a comeback. I told the player, are you serious or are you fooling around? And he said like, yeah, well, I'm fooling around. No, he wasn't fooling around. And then I went serious. And wow. Here we have our sponsors. So let me introduce the three pillars that have made this arena gaming possible. Are gonna hand over the award to the winners, this amazing team in front of us. Eduard Martin from Telefónica. The award is Honor and Pride. Thank you very much to Telefónica Media Pro and to all of you. Thank you for your time, and thanks to the commentators. See you in our stand and keep enjoying technology. But of course, we are looking forward for more. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much. We're going to play it again. There we go. See you next time.